I have a beautiful story today of Sir Richard Branson, his gratitude in business. Richard Branson is the founder of Virgin Group, which includes over 40 companies in various industries such as music, airlines, and telecommunications. He is known for his adventurous spirit and bold business moves. Before becoming a billionaire, he faced numerous setbacks. He struggled with dyslexia, which made his early education very difficult. His first business ventures failed, and he had very little money to support his dreams. Despite these struggles, Branson found a way to stay focused on the positive. He practiced gratitude by acknowledging his team. He credits his success to the hard work and dedication of his employees. Appreciating life's little joys. He often talked about finding joy in travel, new experiences, and simply spending time with their loved ones. He also expresses deep gratitude for the opportunities he had and the ability to pursue his passions. Gratitude helped Branson stay positive and resilient even when things didn't go as planned. He used gratitude to build strong relationships with his employees, clients, and partners. By focusing on what he was thankful for, he cultivated a mindset of abundance that led to his eventual success. Richard Branson says, "Gratitude is a powerful catalyst for his happiness. It's a spark that lights a fire of joy in your soul." Richard Branson's story shows that gratitude isn't just about personal well-being. It's also a key to building strong relationships and a successful business empire. By appreciating the people and experiences around you, you can create the mindset that leads to long-term success. Now we will talk about Robert Emmons. He's a leading expert on gratitude. And in this video, we'll be exploring the power of gratitude together. We'll dive into the science behind it, its impact on our well-being, and most importantly, how to make it a part of our daily lives. Welcome to the channel Elevate with Shachi Seth. Hi, I am Shachi Seth, writer, entrepreneur, life coach, and your dear friend. Negativity can be overwhelming, can't it? It's easy to get caught up in the daily grind and let stress, anxiety, and frustration take over. When you're stuck in a negative mindset, it's hard to see a way out. We might feel like we're drowning in our own problems and that everything is just going wrong. This kind of thinking can affect our relationships, our work, and even our physical health. But what if I told you there's a way to break free from that negativity? A way to shift our focus, to change our perspective, and to find peace in the midst of chaos. It starts with making a conscious decision to focus on the good things in life, no matter how small they seem. We all have those days where everything seems to be going wrong, and it's hard to find something to be grateful for. But that's exactly when we need it the most. Practicing gratitude isn't about ignoring our problems or pretending that everything will be okay when it is not. It's about choosing to focus on the things that bring us joy, comfort, and strength. Gratitude has been extensively studied by Robert Emmons, and the findings are remarkable. Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude on a daily basis experience lower stress levels, better sleep, and stronger relationships. They also tend to be more optimistic, more forgiving, and more compassionate. Here's an elaborated 21-day gratitude plan based on Robert Emmons' book, Gratitude Works, where each day's practice is explained in simple steps. Let's get started. It's a very long video, but I want you guys to know every detail about it, to be comfortable in it, and try to do it every day. Day 1. Count your blessings. Take a moment today to write down 3 to 5 things that you're thankful for, truly thankful for. These don't need to be big or dramatic. Often it's a simple everyday joys that matters the most. This could be as simple as good meal, a safe home, or a loving smile from someone. When you acknowledge these small blessings, you start training your mind to focus on what's going right rather than what's lacking. Over time, this habit gently rewires your brain to see life through a more grateful and hopeful lens. Day 2. Be specific. While practicing gratitude, don't just write vague or general statements like "I'm thankful for my friend," Go a step further and be specific about why you are grateful. For example, instead of saying, I am thankful for my friend, write, I am grateful for my friend Sunita for calling me last night when I was feeling low and listening to me without judgment. Being specific helps you revive the moment more vividly. It deepens your emotional connection to the experience, making your gratitude more heartfelt and powerful. It also helps your brain recognize positive patterns, which strengthens your overall sense of well being. The more detailed you are, the more your brain can rewire itself towards joy, empathy, and optimism. Day 3, focus on people. Take a moment to think of one person from your past or present who has made your life a little bit better. Maybe they encouraged you during a tough time, believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself, or simply brought joy through their presence. Now write about what they did and how it made you feel. For example, I would say, I am deeply grateful for my school teacher, Mrs. Jane, who always encouraged me to write. Her belief in me helped me find my voice. Gratitude becomes more meaningful and emotionally rich when it's focused on people rather than just things. Acknowledging the kindness, support, or inspiration from others strengthens your connection to humanity, nurtures your relationships, and fills you with warmth and humility. It reminds you you're not alone. Gratitude for people creates lasting emotional impact for you and for them if you ever choose to express it directly. Day 4. Reflect on what life would be without. Pick something or someone you truly value, your partner, your job, your health, your home, or even a skill or opportunity you have. Now pause and imagine, what if you never had it in your life? What would life feel like without that support, comfort, or joy? Once you have visualized the absence, return to the present and realize you have it now. This practice is called mental subtraction. By imagining life without something good, your appreciation for it deepens. We often take things for granted, but this exercise helps you recognize their true emotional and practical value, sparking a genuine sense of gratitude that feels fresh and heartfelt. Day 5. Savor surprises. Think about a recent time when something unexpectedly good happened. Maybe someone paid you a compliment out of blue, offered help when you needed it most, or an opportunity appeared just when you were losing hope. Write it down and describe how it made you feel. For example, I'll tell you my life example only. Last week, I received my published paperback book. All efforts of publishing were done by my co-author. It boosted my confidence and made my day. Surprises create intense emotional responses, especially when they are positive. By writing about them, you relive the joy, which boosts happiness and rewires your brain to stay alert to good things happening around you. It also builds trust in life's unfolding process, reminding you that good things can come even when you least expect them. Day 6. Give thanks for challenges. Think back to a tough time in your life, a failure, setback, loss, or emotional struggle. Now ask yourself, what did I learn from that experience? How did it make me stronger, wiser, or more compassionate? Write about the hidden lesson or growth that came from that challenge. For example, I am grateful for the opportunity I lost 2 years ago. It pushed me to discover my true passion and start my own YouTube channel. When you find meaning in your struggles, the pain begins to transform into wisdom. Gratitude doesn't erase the difficulty, but it helps you see it through a new lens, new light, one of growth, resilience, and self-awareness. Even the darkest seasons can leave behind seeds of strength. Day 7. Recall a recent success. Think about something you have accomplished recently. It could be something big like completing a project, or something small like sticking to daily habit or having a difficult conversation. Now write about it, what you did, how you stayed consistent or overcame obstacles, and why you're grateful for the journey, not just the outcome. For example, I'm grateful for finishing my first online course. It took discipline and late nights, but it reminded me that I'm capable of learning and growing. When you focus on the effort and growth behind a success, you boost your self-confidence and sense of purpose. Gratitude for your progress, not just the result, helps you to celebrate your inner strength, building motivation for future goals. You're not just thankful for what you did, but for who you became in the process. Day 8. Gratitude for health. Very important. Take a moment to notice and appreciate what your body can still do. Breathing deeply, walking, seeing, hearing, healing. Even if you're facing health challenges, shift your focus to the parts of body that are still supporting you. Write about these simple yet powerful blessings. For example, I'm grateful for my lungs that help me breathe easily every day, for my legs that carry me wherever I need to go. Appreciating your body grounds you in the present moment and strengthens your relationship with yourself. It also motivates you to treat your body with more love and care, fueling better habits, healing, and self-respect. Gratitude shifts the focus from what's lacking to what's still working beautifully. Day 9. Gratitude letter, not necessary to send. Think of someone who made a positive impact in your life. Maybe they helped you during tough time, taught you something valuable, or simply inspired you. Now write a heartfelt letter to them. Tell them what they did and how it made you feel and why you are still grateful for it today. You don't need to send a letter. This is about expressing, not delivering. For example, if I write a letter, I will write to my friend Sapna. Dear Sapna, I never got to tell you how much your encouragement meant when I was struggling in class 10th. You probably did not realize it, but your kind words gave me the strength to keep going. Even if the letter stays with you, the emotional release and reflection can be powerful. You relive the goodness of that moment and reconnect with your own ability to receive and appreciate kindness. It brings healing, closure, and a deep sense of inner peace, often more than you would expect. Sometimes the gratitude you never express out loud is the one that heals you the most. Day 10. Appreciate the present moment. Take a quiet pause in your day and gently ask yourself, what's good right now? It could be something simple, a warm cup of tea in your hands, a soft breeze through the window, the sound of birds, or just the fact that you have a moment to breathe. Write it down, no matter how small it may seem. For example, I'm grateful for this peaceful moment with my cup of tea, the warmth in my hands, and the calm before the day begins. The practice brings you back from regrets of the past and worries about the future. By anchoring yourself in the now, you create a space of calm and clarity. It trains your mind to spot the hidden blessings in ordinary moments, and that's where the real peace lives. The present is a gift. Gratitude helps you unwrap it fully. Day 11. Gratitude for nature. Step outside or look out of your window and observe a natural element around you. Sunlight, trees, flowers, birds, rain, sky, or even the sound of wind. Reflect on how nature quietly supports and surrounds you every day. Write about what you're grateful for and how it makes you feel. For example, I'm grateful for the soft breeze that eases away my tiredness and lifts my mood. The trees outside remind me to stand tall and stay grounded. Nature is one of the most accessible sources of peace and beauty. Yet, we often take it for granted. When we notice and appreciate the nature around us, our mind naturally slows down, helping reduce stress. We feel a sense of connection to something bigger, which brings perspective. It sparks awe and wonder, powerful feelings that uplift and recharge our spirit. Even a short moment with nature can restore our mood and remind us of life's quiet miracles. Nature doesn't ask for attention, but it gives freely. Gratitude allows you to finally notice. Day 12. A memory that makes you smile. Close your eyes and recall a joyful memory, a moment that made you laugh, feel loved, or truly alive. It could be a childhood game, a fun trip, a celebration, or a simple act of kindness. Now write about the details. Who was there, what happened, how you felt, and why it still warms your heart. For example, I'll share my life's example. I'm grateful for the time our entire family spent on a holiday. It was so much fun. I felt so much love. Reliving positive memories boosts our mood and reminds us of the richness in our life. It trains our brain to focus on joy instead of lack. These feelings come back and with them a renewed sense of gratitude, connection, and happiness. Good memories are like treasures. Gratitude helps us to dust them off and shine again. Day 13. This is another subtraction game. Mentally subtract a positive event. Think of a positive experience, maybe a job you got, a friendship that blossomed, a special trip, or a moment that shaped your path. Now imagine your life if it had never happened. How would things be different? What would you have missed out on? Write about this alternative reality and then reflect on how grateful you are that it did happen. For example, if I imagine not reading my first book, 11 Minutes by Paul Coelho, I might have never pursued writing at all. Realizing this makes me truly grateful for that life-changing connection. This mental subtraction technique flips your usual thought process. Rather than adding positives, you imagine their essence. It wakes up your gratitude by showing you how certain blessings have quietly but powerfully shaped your journey. This contrast brings a deeper emotional appreciation for what you might otherwise take for granted. Sometimes, imagining life without the good reminds us just how much truly we are thankful that we have it. Day 14. Recognize sacrifices others made for you. Reflect on a moment when someone went out of their way for you. Maybe a parent stayed up late to help, a friend listened patiently, or a colleague covered for you at work. Think about the time, energy, or comfort they gave up to support you. Now write about that act and how it impacted you. For example, I am grateful to my mother who stayed awake with me through my studies so that I could score well, missing her own rest and sleep just to be there for me. Recognizing the sacrifices others made reminds us that we are not alone. It deepens our appreciation for their presence and helps build stronger, more heartfelt connections. We start to see love and kindness as active choices people made on our behalf, often quietly, without expecting anything in return. Gratitude grows when you notice what others gave up to give you a little more. Day 15. Gratitude for technology or convenience. Take a moment to notice the everyday tools that simplify your life, your smartphone, washing machines, GPS, online banking, or even your coffee maker. Choose one or two of them and write about how they make your daily tasks smoother, save time, or help you stay connected and informed. For example, for me, I am grateful for the video calls that let me see my kids even when they are miles apart. It makes the distance feel a little less distant. Modern conveniences are easy to overlook because they are so much ingrained in our daily life. But when you pause and reflect, you realize how much ease and opportunity they bring. This practice shifts your focus from what is missing to how much you already have and helps reduce entitlement or frustration. When you are thankful for small conveniences, even ordinary moments feel like luxuries. Day 16. This might surprise you. Gratitude for something annoying. Pick a minor frustration, maybe traffic, doing the dishes, waiting in a long queue, or dealing with a difficult person. Now shift your perspective and look for a hidden benefit or lesson. Did it slow you down and gave you time to think? Did it teach you patience or remind you of something important? Write that insight down. For example, I am grateful for traffic jams because they give me a chance to listen to podcasts and reflect instead of rushing through the day. Finding gratitude in annoyance trains your brain to reframe discomfort and uncover silver linings. It builds emotional resilience and keeps you from being overwhelmed by everyday stressors. This shift turns negative energy into a moment of mindfulness, helping you to stay calm, centered, and positive. Even life's little irritations can carry unexpected gifts if you choose to see them that way. Day 17. Grateful for what you have learned. Reflect on a life lesson you have learned, whether it came through a mistake, a failure, a tough decision, or a meaningful experience. Write about what happened, what it taught you, and how it shaped your growth or perspective today. For example, I once lost an opportunity because I did not have the calm and patience to endure failure and wait for success. That painful moment taught me to value balance and self care more than ever. Instead of staying stuck in regret or self blame, this practice helps you reframe the past with purpose. It shows you that even your toughest moments carried seeds of wisdom and strength. By being grateful for these learnings, you grow in self awareness and start seeing life as a series of valuable lessons, not just wins and losses. Gratitude doesn't ignore the pain, it honors the growth that comes from it. Day 18. Gratitude in advance. Future gratitude. Visualize a goal, dream, or positive event you'd love to see in your life, like getting a new job, healing a relationship, or achieving inner peace. Now write a gratitude note as if it has already happened and you're truly thankful for it. For example, I'm so grateful for my bestseller book. I feel valued, confident, and excited for what's ahead. This practice aligns your mindset with abundance and belief rather than doubt. By acting as if it's already yours, you send a powerful message to your subconscious and the universe. It increases motivation, boosts optimism, and helps attract outcomes you deeply desire. Gratitude for the future creates the emotional state needed to bring that future into reality. Day 19. Appreciate your character strengths. Reflect on your inner qualities like compassion, resilience, creativity, or determination. Write about how one or more of these traits have helped you navigate challenges, support others, or move closer to your goals. For example, I am grateful for my creativity. I am very creative. It helps me solve problems in unique ways and bring fresh ideas to everything I do. Acknowledging our own strength reinforces a healthy self-image and increases emotional resilience. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what's already strong and good within you. This form of gratitude encourages self-acceptance and helps you grow with confidence. When you appreciate yourself, you start showing up in life with more courage and kindness. Day 20. Thankfulness for the time. Think about how you spent your time in last day or week. Moments of rest, laughter, productivity, or connection. Write about one time related moment you're grateful for, no matter how small, maybe a peaceful walk, time with loved ones, or even time spent reflecting alone. For example, I'm grateful for the quiet hour I had this morning to exercise, meditate, and plan my day in advance without any rush. Time is one of the most valuable yet easily overlooked resources. By expressing gratitude for how you have spent it, you become more mindful and intentional with each passing moment. It helps you prioritize what truly matters, enhancing both joy and purpose in your daily life. Day 21. Celebrate the journey. Reflect on your 21-day gratitude journey. What shifts have you noticed in your thoughts, emotions, or relationships? Write about how practicing daily gratitude has impacted your life, even in smallest ways. For example, I have become more present and notice little joys like the sunshine or a kind word. I feel lighter, calmer, and more connected. Acknowledging your process builds a sense of accomplishment and pride, reinforcing the values of what you have practiced. This reflection deepens your commitment and helps you carry gratitude forward as a lasting mindset. It also reminds you that personal growth is a journey and every small effort counts. Gratitude isn't a one-time act, it is a way of living, and you have already taken the first powerful steps. By making gratitude a habit, we can actually rewire our brains to be more positive, more resilient, and more hopeful. We can learn to see the world in a different light and to find the beauty in everyday moments. Robert Emmons himself has shared a powerful story about the impact of gratitude on his own life. He recalls a particularly difficult time when he was struggling with depression and how focusing on gratitude helped him to heal. He realized that even in the darkest moments, there was always something to be grateful for, to be thankful for. This experience transformed his life, and he since dedicated himself to sharing the power of gratitude with others. His research has helped countless people to find hope, healing, and happiness. I really hope it does to you also. As I reflect on my past few days when I started working on the script, I noticed a shift in my own perspective. I feel more at peace, more hopeful, and more connected to the world around. I'm excited to continue this journey with you and to see where it takes us. In conclusion, practicing gratitude for 21 days can be a game changer. It's not a magic pill that will solve all your problems, but it can help you see things in new light, to find peace in the midst of chaos, and to cultivate a more positive mindset. If you have been inspired by this journey so far, I want to hear from you. Share your experiences with us in the comment box below. If you are interested in continuing your personal development journey, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumbs up icon if you enjoyed this one and remember the bell icon for notifications. Thank you so much for watching. Gratitude.